Oh, yeah. High school football.
I had one for us.
What's that?
Pumpkin Spice Dads.
Oh, that's good.
Because we are the Dads of Erie.
You can find us on Dads of Erie at Instagram.
Yep. Or just email us, dadsoferie@gmail.com. It's episode 17
and a half.
Inside joke for those who know. If you don't know, sorry. We'll fill you in sometime. Pumpkin Spice Dads.
We're so glad you're hanging out with us on your commute today.
That's right.
Man, all the way from Houston to Colorado.
Yeah.
And Waco. Don't forget Waco. We have a friend in Waco.
Oh, yeah, we have a friend in Waco now, too.
Who commented on our Woot episode.
Yeah.
Woot, woot.
Woot.
From Waco.
That was a fun episode.
Pumpkin Spice Dads. It is this season.
I know. Everything's pumpkin spice, so we're pumpkin spice dads.
You remember when pumpkin spice lattes were the only thing that were pumpkin spice?
I know. Now it's like everything's pumpkin spice. In fact, I saw somebody selling like a shaker of just pumpkin spice. So you could make whatever you want pumpkin spice.
Like you can go to the grocery store and you get like pumpkin spice Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah.
Pumpkin spice like Pop-Tarts.
It's ridiculous.
The best thing about pumpkin season is pumpkin beer.
That's pumpkin spice. Little PSB.
Nutmeg. It definitely has
pumpkin
some
spice beer.
But it's the only thing that's really good about that season.
Pumpkin beer.
Pumpkin beer. And pumpkin beer, the really good ones, go so fast.
It's true. A lot of the special.
Like the specialty, like.
I wonder if like
Left Hand will do one and that will be like.
I wonder if our local guys will be doing any pumpkin.
I don't know.
Inspired.
It's about time we go hang out there at Miners. Old Mine.
Talk to those guys. Or Miners, yeah.
Yeah. But Old Mine definitely.
Yeah.
Talk about, see if they have a pumpkin cider.
Ooh, that'd be good.
Actually, I just read that cider beer is actually paleo, by the way.
Is it really?
So
I guess it makes sense. It's apples.
It's game on for me.
It's game on.
Since I'm now from Whole30 to paleo.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
Did you see our friend's picture of McDonald's?
Yes.
And his hashtag Paleo.
Paleo, yes.
Whole30 with HOLE 30.
Yes, it's true. It's true. Okay. I have a really funny thing that I was driving back to Erie today and I thought, I have to ask this question, RJ. What's the worst date you've ever been on? And then this doesn't have to include your wife because I know you were a player back then.
Player. Yeah, right. Actually, my first date with my wife probably could count as bad.
Why is that?
So I picked her up. I had told her we were going to go bowling, so she was dressed for bowling. Now remind, this is December, and I decided I was going to take her to the Parade of Lights down in Denver
instead.
So she really wasn't dressed for that. I think I probably should have given her a heads up on that.
Yeah.
And knowing my wife now and her tolerance for cold, she was probably not happy. So then I had no plan. And I didn't think, it's the night of the Parade of Lights in Denver. I should probably had a dinner reservation.
Right.
So we start walking down 16th Street Mall.
Oh my! You're walking down 16th.
I'm carrying like 2 lawn chairs and like a thermos of hot chocolate. We didn't use any of it because by the time we actually got parked, the parade was over.
Oh no!
So we didn't actually even see. I think we saw a few minutes of the parade kind of towards the end.
Yeah.
We walked down 16th Street. I'm kind of in front of her, and I hear from the back like, "Oh man." I look back and she had just like kicked some horse poop.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that's happening. So then we get to the restaurant and I walk in and we're standing there and I'm like waiting for a hostess to come by. Anything, and they like finally one of them like comes up all frantically and they're like, "Can we help you, sir?" And I'm like, "Can I get a table for 2?" They're like, "Do you have a reservation?" I'm like, "No, sorry, I don't." They're like, "We'll see what we can do." So like literally I think they cleared off like a side table, shoved it in a corner, put 2 chairs on it and kind of called it a table. And then we sit down. They hand us the menus. We sit down. She's reading like the food side of the menu. The waiter comes over, snatches it out of her hand, flips it around, goes, "The wine side's on this side, sweetie." Oh my God. And that's like, it's early enough in a dating relationship or whatever that I'm not going to be like embarrass her by like, "We're leaving. That's ridiculous. We're out of here." So we like, dinner was fine. It was great. And then I'm driving her home that night, and I like forget to exit for where she was at.
Oh no!
And thinking about it now, like that was probably super creepy or something because it was like, "Where's he taking me? Where's he taking me?"
How long did you know her before this first date?
Like, we'd kind of had like a double hangout-ish date before this, and met once or twice before.
Wait,
so
this girl actually stayed around from that date and became your wife?
I know.
You're either
I know.
that good or she's
Apparently.
either that desperate. Your wife's going to kill me.
Maybe
for
I'm
that
that
one.
good. Maybe I'm that good, Jay.
Yeah. You know what? I
All
think
right.
you're that good.
Okay, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was a pretty.
That's pretty
I would have
bad.
said, like, had it not worked out the way it did, obviously,
Yeah.
I would have been. That probably would have made the top work because it was just like
definitely.
everything went wrong. You know,
Everything went wrong.
like I missed her exit on the way home. We finally got to where she was living at, and we sat in the parking lot and talked for quite a while, which was awesome. But
That's really good.
every moment up to that had been.
I hope you had a better plan for the second date.
I don't even remember what we did on our second
Well,
date.
no one
I
remembers
feel
the
like the
second
first
date.
date was so memorable too because
Yeah.
of all the things that did go wrong.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
She stuck through that. That's pretty awesome.
I know.
She's a good woman.
She is.
She's
the
a really
best.
good one. Yeah.
She really is.
Man, that's really funny. Okay, so I was dating a girl
Okay.
for a few months, and she got these tickets in the mail. I was like, hey, there's a TV preview happening in Boulder. You want to go? I was like, yeah, it's great. That'll be a lot of fun. She's like, it looks like that it's 2 new sitcoms. They're sort of piloted, making sure,
testing it or whatever.
testing it, yeah. And we get in, and just the vibe is not that. It's like we're at the Marriott in Boulder, which is nice.
Yeah, it's nice.
By the Buff, right?
Yeah.
That Marriott,
Nice
the big
hotel,
conference room, yeah. And there's a giant collection of people. People are waiting in line. You know, we get through the door, we sit down, and there's a couple TVs in the room, and we get to watching, and like the sitcom is really old, like it's shot like 1990 camera type old.
Weird.
Yeah, and then 10 minutes in, they pause for commercial, and the commercial is brand spanking new, and it's done by Walmart.
They were testing commercials.
They were testing commercials and told you they were testing pilots of TV shows.
Oh, my
so,
goodness.
like, after the first pilot, they stop and ask you about the pilot, like, what'd you like, what you didn't like. They didn't care about it. No one wrote it down. Then they asked, what do you think about the commercials? Do you remember the commercials? What were they about? And they started writing that crap down. And at that time, I was like, oh, we've been scammed. Like, it's just bolt. And she wouldn't do it. Like, we're going to spend another hour in this room watching a pointless pilot so we could watch commercials.
And be tested on
I
commercials.
was so livid. Like, it was bad.
How was that your worst date, though?
Because I was so mad from the get-go. Like, I didn't want to talk to anyone. She was having, she's like, well, let's have fun. We can make it. And I was just, like, out of it. I was like, this is dumb. I'm ready to read it.
Wow.
I don't want to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird, though.
It was the worst date because there was.
Were they all Walmart commercials or something?
Oh, yeah.
Like, so it was the Walmart was testing
Walmart
commercials.
about like Charmin and other products that they were selling.
Yeah. You got bamboozled.
I got bamboozled, and I was ready to walk, and she was definitely not. So I had to sit through that for another like hour and a half, while people told their opinions of the show that they thought they were actually contributing to, but they really wanted to know.
They really just want to know the commercials.
Oh,
that's
painful, man, painful. It's the worst date ever. Not in the sense of like what happened, but the event itself, what we were doing.
Okay.
Although I would say nothing went right on my engagement night, in the sense of we're gonna go up to Evergreen, we're gonna ice skate, and on the pond, I was gonna propose.
Yeah.
I mean, how romantic is that?
Very romantic.
Yeah. Well, we get up there. It's in the middle of January. It's actually it's middle of February. Sorry, don't know when I got engaged. End of February, and it's too warm, and they don't have anyone on ice. I'm like,
so there's no ice.
and I got this ring in my pocket, man. There's a burning hole in my pocket, so I had to like walk around to the fall, the fall on the other side by the dam.
By the dam,
yeah, which was halfway pretty.
That's not bad, yeah.
Yeah, but it was like, this epic one thing I wanted to do.
Oh, I know, yeah. The same thing happened on our engagement. It was like, we ended up at the park. I picked a different park. We ended up not at that park. It was the whole thing. Yeah.
Anyways, all right. Well, we also have a new review coming in.
Yeah, I want to hear about this because I'm excited for you because I feel like you've been longing for this.
Yeah, and I have seen it here in Erie for a while now, and I haven't given it a try. I've been living in Erie since January, and I've known about it, and I've never stopped. So I must apologize to my listeners.
Because you've been selling them short.
I sell them super short. And you're like, okay, Jay, get to the point. What is it? It's Java Island, the little coffee shop by 7-Eleven off of Highway 7.
Yeah.
It's a great coffee shop. By
So
the
is
way.
it just a drive-through? Is that
No, well, yeah. There's 2 drive-through windows, which is great,
okay?
and you don't have to speak in a mic before you get to the window. So you just get to the window and order,
Well, that's kind of
which
nice.
is really
that's
nice.
Yeah.
This is like personal touch. But there's also chairs and tables out front.
But
So,
outside.
Yeah, outside.
So no indoor seating. But
no,
yeah.
no, but if it's nice and warm in the summertime, it would be a great place to sit.
Cool.
But they actually have a drink for you, my friend.
They do?
Yeah,
Is
that's the greatest
Is it
news.
strawberry and cream frappuccino kind of level?
Oh, so remember that one time we went to Starbucks right when it opened at 6 a.m, and we walk in, and I ordered a triple tall Americano, and you go, "Can I have a strawberry frappuccino?" That's 6 a.m. I'm sure a Starbucks employee doesn't want to make a frappuccino.
No, they looked at me like, "Are you serious?"
Like death is coming to you.
No.
Are you Hitler?
Excuse me. You want what at 6 a.m?
Like we
Like,
have
listen, we haven't had our coffee even yet. You need to get some coffee, sir.
It's nothing like ordering a coffee and then your best friend ordering a Shirley Temple at Buffalo Wild Wings either. I mean, I you know what? You can call it a Roy Rogers. You know that, right? It's the same thing.
Roy Rogers is
Yeah.
thing? I didn't know this. How did I not know this? I've been calling it Shirley Temple all these years for no reason. I could have been calling it Roy Rogers.
It's a masculine.
Restore some of my masculinity
Yeah,
here.
you can call Roy Rogers.
What?
Yeah. I'm sorry, buddy.
I feel
You feel bamboozled.
I do. Now I know what it feels like to be bamboozled by Walmart commercials.
And that is going to be the title of this episode right there. Bamboozled.
Bamboozled.
But Java Island, okay, the coffee is great. The lattes were done to perfection. My wife was so pleased with the latte.
Good.
That's a big thing for my wife. She was a black apron Starbucks barista one time.
Wow. What does a black apron mean? Is it like
A super big training.
Wow.
It's a big deal in Starbucks world.
Had
They
no
don't do it
idea.
anymore.
I had no
but,
idea. Okay.
She was a black apron ninja. I say that I was a black tea apron, but she makes fun of me for that because no one actually did that very much at
Yeah.
Starbucks. Okay. Anyways,
Still
Java
good,
Island.
though?
Yeah, I would highly recommend.
How many minivans out of 5?
4.5.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
5 if it was free it'd be 5.
It was free.
But no, it's so great. The only 4.5 because the distance too. We live, most of our listeners know we live closer to downtown
Yeah.
area, and that's just a long drive for us.
Yeah, it's kind of on the outer side, the other side of Erie.
But if I'm gonna go out of my way outside of town, maybe head down to Denver and eat some coffee, I might take the back way and hit that up.
I was about to say it's not that far out of the way that you could go by it on
Yeah.
the way. Two things, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But I thought it was great, and I'm totally a supporter, and I want them to follow us on Instagram, and I'm going to talk about them all the time.
Do they have an Instagram?
They do.
All right,
No,
we'll follow them first.
Well, okay, here's the thing, though. Here's the drink for you. It is Red Bull, orange juice, and something else that's like a fruit smoothie.
Ooh,
I
so
know,
actually
because that's
energy in it too. Then.
Yeah, you're a Red Bull dude.
Oh, I love Red Bull. I drink one like almost every night.
I know you do. And you could hit it up on your way out to work or back into town.
True.
I'm just saying, there's a drink for you there.
I'm gonna have to check that out now.
It's better than us going to Starbucks together.
Ooh, yeah, because then I'm like either get my frappuccino or nothing. Yes.
Yes.
Or my tall water.
But now I can say, let's hit it up, and you'll be like, yeah, because I love this
Red
stuff.
Bull.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
All
go
right.
try it.
Okay, now we went out to the football game on
Yes, we
Thursday
did.
night. We had friends too. We had the Gaskins.
Yeah,
They're good friends of ours.
they're good friends. It was a lot of fun to be there.
In fact, context is Tim's parents
Yep.
that were with us.
Yep.
It was
My
blast.
boy Tim.
Our boy Tim, he's a great faithful listener
Yes,
these
he
days.
is.
But yes, we went out Thursday night. How'd they play against Holy Family?
Really good. I think Holy Family ended up scoring the first touchdown,
Yeah.
but Erie turned it around, man. They weren't able to get any yards on the ground for a little while there, but then they kind of figured it out.
Yeah, I would say that's really true in the sense that they were undersized.
Yeah, the whole Holy Family kids, man.
Dude, that quarterback from Holy
That
Family.
quarterback, like he looked like an NFL dude. Like,
Yeah, he was definitely playing
he was
college
like
ball
6'8".
somewhere
He
last
was
week.
6'8",
He
and
sh-
was built. Like he was 250
Yeah.
and built.
He's
And I
like
was
backing up some guy in
whoa.
college football. He came in on Thursday to play.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go play for my alma mater at
Yeah.
Holy Family.
Dude, he was They
Yeah.
were undersized. I would say they're underclassed in the sense that they weren't all seniors like Holy Family looked like.
Yeah, a lot of Holy Family doesn't look like older guys.
Yeah. But played a great game and won 43-21.
I know.
It's a fun night out there.
It was a lot of fun, and I gotta say, it's cheap.
Yeah, it's really
It was
cheap.
$6 for an adult to get in, and then kids under
5
are free.
Yep.
So all of our kids were free.
And snacks and Booster Club.
The Booster Club had a little table set up with like handmade stuff was $1 or candy that was $1.
It's just a great place. In fact, we were walking across the field, and I said, if our kids were a little older, we just let them run around this place.
Yeah, because a lot of the other kids were running around the field or whatever.
It's really family friendly.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Good game, and the Erie Football 7-0 right now.
Yeah, they are ranked number 3 in the state, which probably will go higher after this weekend.
I'm wondering if it will. Yeah, after the Friday night.
That coach from Erie got nominated also as coach of the week, and so he'll be at the Bronco game tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I remember they were saying that.
Yeah, at halftime he'll be presented.
So good job, Erie Football guys.
So
if you're a Erie Football parent, man, you guys are doing something right.
Yeah, you are. You're feeding those boys right.
Some Wheaties.
Yeah, Wheaties. Keep giving them protein shakes too, because they need to get a little bigger.
Yeah.
But no, it's great.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. You know, the one thing I haven't seen in the games I've been out there though is, which I'm really appreciative, is unsportsmanlike conduct.
No, I felt like they played well.
Yeah, they played classy.
They played clean.
Yeah, clean. That's a better word. They played clean.
They're a good team.
Which we are a little injured on our roster. So
I noticed there was a lot of guys on the sideline with some casts and with their jerseys on, but no pads.
So we'll see but they're 7-0. That's a great season already.
Yeah.
And Holy Family, we beat Holy Family, which is phenomenal.
Yeah, they're a pretty good team. So.
All right, cool. Okay, and then also you went out to Anderson Farms today.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys have done that too by now because we're deep into October here, but went out today on a Saturday, which was kind of silly because it's really busy, but had a reason to go out there. Awesome place, man. I haven't been in a while, and I think when I've gone previously, it was when I was helping with older kids and stuff, and so didn't notice as much how much stuff they have for younger kids.
Yeah, it's a great place. It's the standard. It's the gold standard of those type of things.
Yeah,
for October, right?
No, totally. It totally is. Yeah, this is the one that all the other pumpkin patches are trying to be, but can't be because they're not as big.
Right. Now, what is the design this year for Anderson Farm for the corn maze?
I can't remember now.
You know how they do that, right?
I know. It's like GPS.
It's satellite.
Yeah.
GPS.
Like super precise GPS.
Yeah, they do not get bamboozled in the corn maze creation.
They're all out, man. That whole place is awesome.
Yeah.
Do you know they have like fire pits you can reserve and like rent? They're all like reserved for the whole year.
There's
like fire pits. There's like fire pits, so you can like go out there for the evening and have a bonfire with your friends and family.
What?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
That's a new add-on.
There's like 12 of them.
Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah, and there's like shelters and stuff you can rent too for
I
parties or whatever.
Parties, yeah. And they have the great play structure for kids.
They have a couple good play structures.
Yeah.
They have like 3. They have like one that's like a normal like fort, play structure.
Right.
Then one is like a train, and then they have this other one that's like a giant stack of tires, like huge tractor tires filled with sand. The kids can climb up and down it. Awesome.
Oh, that's really cool. That's a new add-on too.
Yeah, it was incredible.
So I think here's what we need to do before it ends this season. We need to do some research for Dads of Erie and go out at night with our bros to the haunted house,
the haunted maze,
and do the maze.
Oh man,
how fun would that be with a bunch of guys, like a bunch of middle school boys? Right?
Yeah,
like we just be out there.
Dads of Erie night at
Dads of Erie
at the haunted corn maze,
right? And then, but then also, we haven't been out there this year. We need to go with you guys.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. It's the gold standard, like we said.
It really is, yeah.
How many minivans out of 5 would you give Anderson Farm?
5.
Yeah, it's
the one. Maybe if it was down a little bit, it would be because it's kind of expensive. Like I think it's $16 for adults and $10 for kids.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Or something like that. It gets up there pretty quick.
Can you bring in your own food?
You can, yeah. I noticed a lot of people doing that, and they have a few picnic tables around, but mostly it's the pavilion. So
right, hit or miss.
Yeah.
So, what about bathrooms? Is there like diaper changing stations?
Dude, that's actually what's incredible. They have they're outdoor, but they built like these little sheds that are diaper changing stations, and they have a ton of porta potties. I mean, they're porta potties, but they're everywhere. I think really it is truly the gold standard for pumpkin patches.
It really is, and it's
corn mazes and all that.
It's funny though because the oil derrick's out there this year. The oil rig.
I know. Yeah.
Sort of blocking them from the road.
I know.
But it's not gonna affect them.
No, they were so busy today.
In fact, I knew high school kids that used to play the zombies out there
in the paintball field.
Paintball field, yeah. They would just run
like,
and get
terrible
shot.
of a job is that? Like,
I know.
What was your first job? Oh, I got shot by paintballs all day
because
at a corn maze.
I was pretending to be a zombie.
Yeah.
All right. We're talking about fall. Pumpkin PSLs are out. The riding boots are out.
Yeah.
Right? The
Yeah.
scarves are out.
Yep.
Full force. You were at Anderson.
Yeah, I saw it all.
I know you're about this, but family photos in the fall.
Yep.
Do you like them? Do you love them?
They're fine.
They're fine?
I don't know.
Wow.
What's wrong? What you don't? What's your opinion then?
Man, there's so much pressure in October for family photos.
I think we talked about this. Well, maybe we didn't, but that like the part of the problem is it's the last ones before Christmas.
Yep.
It's the last season before Christmas. It feels a little more Christmassy than if you did them like in Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, that's very true.
Standing on the beach. That's not going to be your Christmas card. I mean, maybe you could pull that off, but maybe not. It's a little more like your outfit's a little fall-y, a little fun.
Do you match? Does your whole family match? Is there a color scheme to your family pictures?
This year it was gray.
Oh, you've already taken them.
We went out with a friend and did them, but not at a pumpkin patch or anything. But yeah,
Wow, you were already ahead of us.
I know.
Man, that's
a friend offered to do it for us, so we said, "Sure, let's do it."
Gray, huh?
Yeah.
Did they turn out well?
We haven't seen them yet. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And so, did you wear a gray shirt and your wife wore a gray like sweater, or was
I
it
think
like
hers was kind of
gray
blue gray.
scarf?
Mine was like gray, and then the kids are kind of in like gray and other gray and.
Oh man, the '90s will never die, will they?
No, the whole. Well, I don't think we were matching that much. I think about it. I think my son had some gray on, but it wasn't like all gray.
You're a photographer, so what's some do's and don'ts of family photos for the fall?
Do's, find a good location.
Yeah, that's great.
Think about your outfits, but don't match. Like,
Yeah.
color coordinate, but don't.
Same color scheme.
That's what we were doing.
palette?
Yeah, I guess matching was not the right, but yeah, same palette or whatever.
Same
So
palette.
you're not like, and nobody in like a Hawaiian shirt,
Yeah.
something ridiculous.
Well,
And I would say do plan the time. That's the big one.
yeah.
Yeah.
And make sure you have snacks on hand.
Yeah, that's like
Right.
snacks. Make sure kids are happy. Everybody's napped, or it's early enough in the day.
Right.
As a photographer, I think about lighting, and so earlier in the day is better, or later in the day is better, and it's going to depend on your kids. So
Right. How would you pick a photographer? If the dad's trying to maybe get ahead of the game, help his wife out, how would he pick a photographer?
there are some great ones on Erie on Instagram, especially.
Right.
So I would just go on there, search like the Erie, Colorado hashtag, look at some.
That's really
anything
good
that looks
idea.
like a good photo. That's like of a family. Click on that, and if it's not that family's Instagram or whatever, see if it's that photographer and hit them up and see.
Yeah.
A lot of times they'll do like a quick package for a couple hours in a park or an hour in a park,
Right.
and you're still gonna pay a couple $100 probably, but to get good quality photos and
Yeah, you have to pay. That's one of the things of photography. You have to pay for what you get.
you
in
pay
photography.
Yeah, you pay. Yeah, exactly. You pay for what you get for. You get what you pay for.
You get what
That's
you pay
I'm
for.
trying to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
If you're out there with your iPhone 6 trying to do it,
right,
you're gonna get iPhone 6 pictures, and they'll probably be okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You might be the blind squirrel that found a nut.
Yeah.
In his iPhone 6.
A broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Yeah,
So
totally.
you might hit it just right. You might get the light just right. You can be strategic about it if that's how you're going to do it. But
Yeah,
I would
you
say
can do it on the cheap. You just have to
Yeah.
know how and what the lighting is,
yeah,
and your backdrop really pays off when you're using like your iPhone 6.
yeah, because the iPhone doesn't blur out the background.
Right.
So you really got to think about what's behind you for
yeah,
as far as the eye can see.
totally. In Erie, that means you have to find some aspens that actually still have leaves on them after today's wind.
Yeah, that was crazy today.
I know. This place gets really harsh wind.
It does.
It's like this in your face, blow the door off.
That's why I laughed at the hurricane in Florida.
I
I live in Erie. What do you know? Get out of here, hurricane.
Well, I think that's a wrap. Thanks for your insight, man. That's appreciative.
No, I'm glad. I hope everybody gets out there to Anderson, and it's such a fun place.
Yeah, hashtag actually your family photos too with Dads of Erie.
Yeah.
We
If you're
love
a
to
dad
say-
and you're in Erie, you're a dad of Erie too. Just because you're not here sitting with us,
But you
doesn't
could be
mean-
here sitting with us.
Yeah.
Just let us know.
just email us, dadsoferie@gmail.com or
We-
Dads of Erie on Instagram.
Hey, man, I know I-25 is a mess right now, but hang in there, buddy.
You're almost there.
You're almost there. Eye on the prize.
You've been listening for like 25 minutes, so you're got to be getting close, I would hope.
Hey, and if you need to pick me up before you get out of town, Java Island, that is your place.
Jay's angling for his this Java Island hookup here.
That'd be awesome.